no pressure at all. Hey, look at that. We're live. We're live now. Look at that. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game On. This is your Sports Morning Espresso Shot. I'm your host, Will from Game On. He's Cricket from sportspicks.locals.com. We're here to bring you the latest and greatest going on in the sports world. We are the most professional, on-time, non-clickbait sports show on the internet. We are most pro, and we are always ready to game on. Here's what we got on the menu today. The system comes through once again with ease. With
ease, bro. I laddered it all the way down to 100.5.
I told you to under 100.5. It was
Yes,
never a doubt. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Bill Belichick. I was like, what the hell did I have on the menu? Bill Belichick. You know, after all these years, Cricket, we've listened for the last 5 years from the talking heads and out of Boston. Oh, Belichick, Brady, they hate each other. They've never liked each other. Well, Belichick comes out and says, hey, actually, we should change the damn Super Bowl trophy. Screw Lombardi. It's the Tom Brady trophy. So we're going to talk about that. All right. We got that going on. We got to recap some. There's some big things. There's some impressive wins in college basketball last night. Very impressive road wins, I might add. Talk about that. And what else do we got? There was a plane crash last night. And somehow, some way, I'm going to predict it now, Crick. I'm going to predict it now. They're going to blame it on President Trump. It's his fault. I don't know how, but it's his fault. Okay?
Where did this happen?
In D.C. I got the notification this morning that I saw the thing last night, but I got a notification this morning, oddly enough, that figure skaters and stuff, competitive figure skaters, and that's not good. Figure skaters from the United States and Russia and coaches and members of their family were a part of the crash that happened
in the United States and Russia. You said?
Yeah,
that's a bad deal, man.
Yeah.
Plane going down around D.C. makes you wonder.
What happened was a plane took off
and
a military helicopter decided to cut right in front of it and was not fast enough. And
how does this stuff happen, man?
It's President Trump's fault.
That's what they'll say, but I feel like there's a lot of people in charge there that screwed up.
It's probably a couple DEI hires that just don't know what they're doing, you know?
That's a bad deal. We got to realize, man, not everybody's made to fly shit.
Well, it's not really them.
It's not even really their fault. They got the okay from the people probably to take off.
That's what I'm saying. It's the people mapping everything out. It's not really the people actually flying it.
Stuff. I've seen that movie. What is it? It's like, or where they talk about the air traffic controllers and stuff and all the different things. Pelham 123 is the one where he does like the subways. But I can imagine air traffic controllers are probably very similar situation like that, dude. And that's an intense job. But come on, bro. We got to. Jeez, that's crazy, dude. I haven't heard anything about that yet, dude. That's insane.
We'll get into all that and more. But first, Crick, how you doing?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. We had a good night last night, Mont? I wound up.
Mont is very happy with you right now.
On my picks, I laddered that Celtics or the Bulls team total under down to 104.5, and then I wound up putting half units all the way down to 100.5 on my own. I didn't want to go too crazy with y'all out there. I decided to recommend the one I thought that would hit. And then it wound up going. I checked it this morning, 100, baby. I took it down to 100.5. I love it when that happens, bro. It makes me giddy.
You guys hear that? He's holding out on us, keeping the best picks for himself.
Well, the line kept going. Like when I posted my picks, the line was at probably like 107.5, and it just kept going down. And I was like, geez, they really aren't going to break 100. I was like, they might land right on 100. We'll just do 100.5. We won't get greedy with a 99.5. Hell, it was like plus 200 for under 100.5.
Sorry, I'm reading some shit that's going on.
You're good. Read away, man. What up, Buku? And I seen your message this morning, Buku, when I woke up. I don't know what made me take them damn Flyers, dude. I flipped around. I've said for a week now, after they were playing the back-to-back, we were going to go flip to the Devils on the second matchup and stuff. And I thought about it, and the line moved a little bit in favor of the Flyers, and I just scared myself off of it and flipped the other way like a dumbass. They got beat like a damn drum.
Good morning, B. McCormick. Good morning, Buku. And good morning, Mont. Shout out to Buku, by the way. My man placed an order yesterday, and he got himself some good gear over at the store.
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Real MVP.
Probably bought it with all that money he's been winning off the ice, man.
Dude, I know. Or a scratch off. I don't know which one it was.
Scratch offs in hockey. Buku's go-to.
Yeah. Well,
loves it.
You're gonna enjoy that gear. I see you got something for the missus. Well, I hope it's for the missus, but
let's go.
Unless Buku's into wearing small sweatshirts that are pink.
He may be, man. He may be. You never know about Buku.
Good morning, see you. How you doing, buddy? Speaking of the store, I kind of revamped. I did something yesterday, Craig. I did something. You ready?
What'd you do, man? What'd you do?
Well, you can still get your KC Cheap Heat shirts if you guys want. Shout out, Grass Guy got himself one. I saw that.
Let's go,
and Buku.
Let's go.
Oh, do you see those,
bro? Those are sweet.
You like that? Now that I figured out how to actually make merch the right way, you like that? I've saw some other creators use the Rumble play button in their logos and stuff like that for merch and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. So I just swapped out the football and put the Rumble play button.
That's a really good idea.
Dude. Look at that, huh?
Very clean right there, sir. Y'all don't want to give us our Rumble Sports shirts? We'll make our own.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not going to do the Rumble Sports.
Okay. We're not going to do it yet, but we're asking. We're trying to let y'all know we want that. There's a market for that stuff. And we're trying to let y'all know all you got to do is print the damn things. We'll sell them.
So these sweatshirts right here are the same. They're the ones that we got. The ones that are amazing. The ones that are just. I wore mine yesterday after I saw you had yours on. I wore mine. Mm-hmm. They're amazing. But I decided to make the printed one. So this isn't this one is the patch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And these are just like your regular printed on one stuff, but it's still the amazing.
I like those too, man. I like the big game on across the chest right there. I like the patch, the sewn in patch ones too, but I'm just saying the game on across the chest, different look, looks good.
Mm-hmm. I gotta finish when I get time. I gotta redesign all this stuff so it looks good. I made these like categories and stuff like that, but there's like no place to like see it. Like I can click it from my end because like I put like all the game on Rumble, different gear in together. I put hats, like all the different hats together, sweatshirts together, stuff like that. I got categories, but when you go on here, it doesn't show.
Is that a tank? We get a little tank. Sun's out, guns out.
Sun's out, guns out, baby. We got tanks. I've added a few things on here. We got. I haven't tried out the sweatpants yet.
Hey, I want to try those, man. Before, I need you to get a pair of those and let me know what those are like before I snag me a pair. But I'm gonna need a pair of those.
Yeah. We got so we got a little bit of everything, man. You got stuff for the kids.
Let's go.
We got stuff for the kids. Whatever you guys need.
Let's go, baby.
I'm gonna upgrade these water bottle stuff. Now that I got different logos and stuff like that, so we're working on it. Man. I still need to get me a fanny pack.
I know, bro. I don't even agree with fanny packs. I agree with that one.
Yeah.
You got the big coffee cup with a straw and everything. Dadgum, man.
Yeah, what do they call those? Tumblers? Little tumblers?
Yeah, I was going to say SD14 fan loves those, man.
She's one of those stainless steel tumbler.
One of those weird people drink coffee out of a straw
in the morning.
Yeah, she drinks her coffee out of a straw. I'm like, that's weird, babe.
It's very weird. She probably uses a creamer like you too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
No, but we got new game on gear. You can also get your Kansas City Cheap Pete shirt. Get it now because we know what's going to happen. All right. I listened to Robert last night, and I'm convinced more than ever that it for sure is going down. Kansas City's winning.
He sent me an email yesterday, just thoughts on what he's got for Super Bowl picks and stuff, and I gave him my opinions and everything. But I got an idea which way he's leaning. I think we're on opposite sides. I think we're on opposite sides, but I think both of our bets are going to hit.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those, but I'm like, told him I was like, I don't necessarily like your side because you're laying more juice, man. I don't like to lay that. I don't like to lay that juice like that, but I do think both bets are hitting. Y'all know what I mean when you see his picks released and all that. I can't tell y'all what he's on because he does have a 5% play for the Super Bowl. But you'll see him. I'm sure. I don't know if they're out just yet or not. I know he emailed them to me yesterday. I assumed he didn't send them out before.
I need to go over there and post. I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna go post the cheat Pete shirts for all those members over there that want to just get ahead of it because we know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
you're gonna win.
That's what
Here's my theory on it. Here's my theory on the Super Bowl. They want Kansas City to win. They're going to let the refs keep doing what they've been doing. Anytime it gets a little close, questionable, we're going to give them the friendly flag. They're going to have Kansas City three-peat, okay? Because you got a cover story, man. You got all the historical facts of like teams, quarterbacks that face each other again in the Super Bowl. The one that won the first time wins the second time, all that stuff, blah, 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 right?
Yep.
Okay. So they're gonna do that. Why? Because they're gonna do Kansas City 3-peat. You got Taylor Swift and all that stuff. You got all the huge, big story, right? Big storylines. And then next year, it's gonna flip on a dime, and the NFL is gonna be like, okay, we burned this bridge. Now we're gonna make Kansas City the villain, and we're gonna watch them implode. They're gonna purposely make it more difficult for them to get people to come back, to get people to. So then people will be like, "Oh my gosh, it's like that Titanic sinking, right?" You're like, "No way!" And all you can do is sit there and watch. But people want to watch it because it's like, "How the hell is that happening?" You know what I mean?
Fair. That's a
You know
really good that's a really good analogy, bro.
I know. So I was thinking of on the drive home last night. I was like,
Yeah. They just can't quit watching.
How can you get the most views? You get the most views by what do people want to see. No, people really don't want to see Kansas City win this third one, but the general normie audience that want to see the three-peat, want to see Taylor Swift, you're going to hook those in for the Super Bowl. And then for your regular season, going to come back. I'm not saying they're going to lose every game, but it's going to be a lot more. Don't be surprised if Kansas City loses 6-7 games next year, get into the playoffs, and then get bounced in the first round.
You think they win this one? You think Travis Kelce retires?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think you sign that 2-year extension.
I feel like we see that a lot, though. We see guys sign 2-year extension and then play a year of it, and they're like, okay, you can keep that money, especially if they win a damn Super Bowl. Not that he hasn't won one already, but I'm just saying 3-peat, like, what do you really got to prove after that? You're not getting the 4-peat.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I would just think that, like,
I thought he would have came back and said, I thought he would have came back this year and said, win or lose, this is my last year. Like knowing for the 3-peat and stuff. But then, especially since he was contemplating retirement already, but then he comes out and says, actually, I'm going to do 2 more years.
I think he might not have said that because he didn't want the extra distractions to take away from trying to get the 3-peat, because that would have took some shit away from him. You'd have been doing like
he's selfish as hell. He's selfish as hell.
He might be. I don't know.
There ain't no way, Crick.
I feel like he was considering it last year, and I'm like, if you get 3 in a row, like you can't expect to get any more than that. Like you've already gotten more than you were supposed to get anyway. I feel like that's the tip of the iceberg, man. That's as high as you can go, the top of the mountain.
I don't know, man. He's got to compete with Rob Gronkowski for greatest tight end of all time.
Yeah, I mean, everybody wants to hear these things, but
I still think Rob was better.
They're both great in their own right. They're both Hall of Fame dudes. Both played with great quarterbacks, played a lot of postseason football, and showed up in big games. So, I mean, I think
we're talking talent-wise. I think Rob was better. If you're talking about if you want to factor in dependability, meaning like Rob was injured a lot, and
Kelce gets him on dependability.
Yeah, as I'm saying, like if you're talking about like which guy would I like want because I know he's gonna be out there.
I don't really want to say dependability because you could depend on both those guys. I guess availability for Rob, just for the injuries and stuff like that. But you could depend on both.
Depend on you to be out there, and you're not out there because you're injured.
But if you're in the game, you were dependable. Either one of those guys.
No, because any second, Rob could get his knee taken out over the middle.
Yeah, you gotta hit them big dudes low, bro. You don't want to hit them dudes up in the chest.
You know what you got to do?
What you got to do, man?
You got to get ready. You got to protect yourself. 5G free, baby. 5G free. Another Rumble company. I want to talk about the things people are afraid to say out loud. Who's in control of Americans' nukes? It's not Biden. No, because he's not president anymore. Meanwhile, we have Russian ships off the coast of Florida and full-blown wars in Ukraine and Israel. The world is at its most unstable point since World War II, and with nuclear weapons, the stakes are 10 times higher. How do people like you and I stay safe? Every prepper needs to have RadioGuard Ace, the only FDA-approved drug to treat radioactive fallout. Only the feds had it until now. That's why Rumble partnered with 5G Free, the only company in the world that has a supply of RadioGuard Ace and the ability to prescribe it prophylactically. Get their radiation emergency kit with RadioGuard Ace, potassium iodide, Zofran, and a Geiger counter. There's simply no other tool in your arsenal to protect you against a radioactive threat. Go to 5gfree.com. Use the promo code STUDIO to save 15% off and get your radiation kit today.
Booyah. Prophylactively. You got better at that word.
I've never had a problem with that word.
Okay.
I use that in my
often
everyday
daily
life.
in your daily routine.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's in my arsenal of words. All right. But
That's
you
right.
throw a Macarena in there, and I get a little tripped up.
Omega Rana prophylactively.
Yeah. now
We're talking crazy, man.
we're
CU
done.
says, what if all the other playoff teams in on the fix? What if it's all fixed? It is, man.
He says radioactive drug. I'm laughing and crying here. See you. You got to be prepared, my man. Radio guard ace. It's the only way to prepare. What if it's all fixed?
It is.
Well, if it's all fixed, then the NFL writers are terrible at their job. But I shouldn't be surprised because, like,
Hollywood sucks too.
Hollywood's like, did you see the Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson?
The commercial.
Little clip they put out yesterday.
Mm-mm.
Did you ever see True Detective season 1?
Mm-mm.
Oh my cricket!
True Detective.
True Detective. It's on HBO. True Detective. Only watch season 1. All the other seasons suck.
Well, that see, I can't even get excited about that. I can't watch a show that went more than one season. You tell me the only good one is the first one.
Each season is like a different story.
Oh, I do like those now.
Okay. Yeah. True Detective season 1 is the best standalone one season of a show I've ever seen.
Okay. I'll give it a shot there. I'll give it a shot.
I mean, I'm telling you, if you want to spend a day and just where you have nothing planned but wanting to binge watch something on the couch.
I can't do that, bro.
Well, you start watching the show, you're gonna want you won't be able to get up. That's what it looks like, by the way.
And it's McConaughey.
Woody Harrelson.
How old is this?
Like 15 years old.
Okay.
God,
I've always been a big Woody Harrelson fan.
No, it's not 50. It's like 10 years old.
Okay, yeah.
10 years old. You get to see her tits in it.
Takes place in Louisiana. Nice. Supporting says, "Good morning, sir."
You get to see her tits in it. It's really nice. if you need any motivation,
if you need anything to get you to the window,
yeah. No, this was it was a great show. Anyways, they reprised their roles in they did a commercial yesterday. Basically, what they were doing was trying to. It was him. It was Dennis Quaid. It was Billy Bob Thornton and some gal. I forget her name. They made a commercial trying to get movement and get people behind momentum to convince the Texas legislature to pass some laws and incentives to make it easier and more lucrative for companies to come and make films in Texas. So basically, they're like, we're done with Hollywood. We want to make Texas the next Hollywood.
I would have been done with Hollywood a long time ago. As a lot of these people.
Yeah. So that's what it was. It was interesting.
That is interesting. Yeah. Okay.
I'll just pull it up. So let me do this, so then it's easier for you to understand.
Fair enough. Hey man, let's give B McCormick a little shout out this morning, man. He done got us all jerseys and everything, man, and he got those ready to go. He'd sent. I didn't see your message in the group chat till yesterday, B McCormick. But shout out to you, man. We appreciate you. You didn't have to go do all that for all of us, but you are people, man. We're gonna have to.
Yeah, thanks, B McCormick. I meant to respond to you earlier, and then of course I was like, oh yeah, let me respond to this, and then I got busy with something, and then I forgot, and then I saw Crix send it like later, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I'm supposed to respond to that. So
yeah, I get lost in the group chat some because I don't have my damn Twitter notifications turned on for messages because y'all get to popping off in that damn thing and it'll be dinging all hours of the night. So I got my notifications turned off, so I just check them on the computer. I might see it a couple days later, man. So if y'all ever send me a message and I don't answer you back, throw a couple extra at me so I make sure and check it, man. But we appreciate you, B Mac.
What does anthology mean?
Anthology? It's like
let me see. A published collection of poems or other pieces of writing.
I was gonna say it's like I remember you remember Mortal Kombat anthologies back in the day where it's like a video game and they made like the Sub-Zero game where they would do like the individual characters game. They call, I don't know, it's called Sub-Zero Anthologies of Mortal Kombat or something.
Oh, really?
It was pretty cool. It was like on the first PlayStation 1.
I just remember finish him.
It was when the graphics first started, they would cut to scenes that looked like a movie for the first time.
Oh god, yeah.
In video games, it's a game changer.
That's all PlayStation does.
Mm-hmm.
Here, we'll watch a few minutes of this.
You ever wonder if this industry of ours is just chasing its own tail?
No. I don't wonder. Restrictions, regulations, nickel and diamond productions, political lectures.
So this is kind of I don't think they're just dressed like their characters, but that's what they looked like in their show. So
Okay. In the old show you're talking about.
Yeah, in the old show.
Okay.
But I think they're just talking to each other like I don't know. It was kind of confusing because they weren't playing their characters, but they were dressed and look like their characters. So I don't know what the point of that was.
You're bringing me half the information here.
Yeah. So it's like
Hollywood, it's a flat circle wood. Round and round like a record with the sound off.
So what, you just want to turn the record off?
No. I want to change the tune.
You know, I got a CD of Jonas Brothers B-sides. Real deep cuts.
Look, this industry's like somebody's memory of an industry. And the memory's fading. I'm talking about a whole new hub for film and television, a renaissance, a rebirth.
How about a wholesale takeover?
Yeah. Small fraction of Texas budget surplus could turn this state into the new Hollywood.
Well, but we're not going to call it Hollywood. We'll call it like Fort Worth, Beaumont,
Austin,
Houston,
El Paso,
Longview,
McAllen,
the Alamo.
Frankston.
Yeah.
McConaughey, where are you guys?
I'm already on set. Texas has pulled a boatload of money for film incentives last session.
This session, the sky's the limit.
No, we heading to Texas, Billy Bob.
All right, well, the barbecue.
Barbecue guy just dropped the grub off, so you might want to get on down here. It looks damn good.
Hey, Billy Bob?
Yeah.
You're on in 5.
Okay, thanks, son.
All right, dude, I gotta go.
Hey, it's Renee. Renee.
Hey, y'all. Just heard from Billy Bob. Told me you're heading to Texas.
That was quick.
That's quick.
Damn.
Well, count me in. I've been hotel hopping in all these other states for way too long. And I get it. I mean, making a production is hard. And if all these other states are going to offer an incentive, then that's where we're going to keep going. You know, I just wish we could bring some of these productions home to Texas.
Well, get down here. Come on.
Yeah, she makes a good point. Why should all these other states take advantage of this investment, but not Texas?
Exactly. We shouldn't have to shoot in Georgia.
Born in Mexico.
Or South Carolina.
Or Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Why don't we just keep that money in Texas?
Ain't all that money like corporate welfare for big Hollywood studios?
No, what it's not.
Lumber yards, restaurants, hotels, housing, thousands of jobs.
Real Texas business owners and citizens. You see, every dollar spent from this incentive puts $4 back in the state of Texas.
Well, that's good ROI.
Productions happen where incentives are.
Texas has the best land, best culture.
So why not the best incentives?
And look, it's not just films with A-list talent either. It's also the independents, commercials, local music videos.
They utilize local infrastructure. So you got all that out-of-state money going into Texans' pockets.
You're telling me my barber is going to benefit from Texas film incentives?
Maybe not your barber, but barbers.
maybe not your barber, but barbers.
You gotta explain to me, how can we play that and not get copyrighted? And not play some of this other stuff?
Because usually on commercials, well, I haven't checked. I don't know if we're gonna get in trouble for that, but usually on commercials and stuff like that, like they don't hit you on it because it's up to the person that made it. They could hit us on it, but it's a commercial to get awareness out there, right? So they want more people to see it.
They
so
want it shown, man. Yeah.
So they don't
we
care.
got a lot of eyes on us too.
Well, I know.
You see it, man. Dang.
Yeah.
But I'd never copyright anything, bro.
Huh?
I hope we get famous enough to where we can be like, we're going to copyright those folks, and we just don't do it.
Don't piss me off. I'll make it hell for you.
That's right. I'm like you. I want all our stuff shown. Share, reshare, retweet, play it all. Turn the volume up.
Ooh. Officials have confirmed that there is no survivors that occurred in the midair collision between the military helicopter and American Airlines.
Jeez, that's insane to me, dude. I don't
Let's talk
understand.
about that. So here's this.
I just don't understand how that happens. I really don't. You know, we seen this thing a couple weeks ago where you had the Gonzaga team plane that was leaving LAX, and they had a plane out there that almost, they almost had a collision on the runway and things.
That was more egregious. That was like, dude.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, how does this continue? I mean, this is 2 times now, and granted, that one worked out all right, and everybody was okay. But now, a month or so later, we got this same type deal. This seems weird to me, man.
Cricket's going down the conspiracy.
It's not even conspiracy.
I'm
not saying conspiracy.
Let's put on our tinfoil hats and let's start thinking.
No. I'm
Let's
not
start thinking,
Good
baby.
morning, Ripper. Good morning, Ripper. I'm not saying it's a tinfoil hat. I'm just saying it blows my mind that stuff like this is even possible, man. I don't think they did it intentionally, but I think there's a couple people that really dropped the ball here.
How do you know?
Because there was a midair collision between a helicopter and an airplane.
So look out here, okay? Look out here.
Okay.
So it's not that. The collision happens low down here.
And I'm feeling like if the collision, that still feels like there's another plane right there in the area. Like it just, I know it's tight windows and stuff. I'm just saying, man, this is crazy to me.
Yeah, you can see the helicopter right there.
Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, that's awful, dude. Can you imagine the oh shit moment? You didn't really have time to think about that. That's insane, dude. Figure skaters.
Yeah.
That's awful, man. I don't even know what to say, bro. That's awful. I just don't understand. I don't understand how that happens.
See, this is what DE hires are in there now. It's Washington, D.C., so probably. That's
what I'm saying. Anything, something like that happens around, it seems like Washington, D.C.,
deliberate, though, But then again, you can't see anything that late at night. You're just trusting that your course is on the correct path. You know what I mean?
I guess, but they're around the airport, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty lit up. It's got to be. Like, I'm just saying, this to me,
hop on our helicopter, Crick, and we'll go fly around and see tonight.
I don't care for that. I fly when I have to. I absolutely have to. I'm not scared of it, but I'm not going to just be doing it all the damn time.
U.S. Figure Skating said that the skaters were returning from a developmental camp that followed the U.S. Figure Skating Championship over the weekend in Wichita, Kansas. Damn. The flight carried 60 passengers and 4 crew members. Airplane collided with the helicopter while attempting to land. Oh, they were trying to land. I thought they were trying to take off.
Jeez, man. Either way.
So that makes more sense of why the helicopter might have not saw it.
You should.
Because those helicopters around those military bases and stuff like that, they fly at a low trajectory, right?
Well,
so if you're going this way, but then you got a helicopter coming down, or you got an airplane coming down. You know what I mean?
Dude, they know how to determine where this stuff by the minute. They are able to keep these things on by. They'll tell you when you take off late and you get up in there. They're like, we'll make up the time in the air, and they'll speed the damn airplane up. They know when that damn thing's going to land. They know when it's coming in. Like, there's no reason that should have been there. This is 2025, bro. They know about to the damn second when that plane's going to land. You can't tell me you can't have that.
You sound like you're a pilot now.
I'm not a pilot. I'm just saying that when you fly and you look at this stuff, it's 2025, bro. Come on.
Yes.
How else do you have? Okay, my plane's going to land at 1:17 p.m. in wherever, and you land at 1:17 p.m. And you going to tell me you can't have the shit cleared by the time? I mean, I'm just saying that I understand that. I don't think it was intentional, but I think there's a few people here that really dropped the ball. Yeah, see, Andrew used to work at the airport. Everything scheduled to the minute. It's got to be, man. It's got to be. And I'm just saying, this right here is insane to me. I don't think it was like on purpose, but I think that there's some people here that really, really dropped the ball, and it cost a bunch of people their lives, man. It's a bad deal.
Aye, Captain.
Bad deal. I'm just saying, man. I'm sorry. I ain't never had no desire to be no airplane pilot, man.
Really?
No. Absolutely not. Feels like a lot of pressure.
Did you see what happened to Trent yesterday?
Nope. What do you do? Bet the Chicago Bulls team total over?
No. He what do you do? Let's see.
Yeah.
Where was it at? He went to the Garden and wanted to watch. He was watching Jokic play against the Knicks, and Jokic got like 2 fouls right off the beginning of the game, and he had like Jokic over his points and stuff like that. He's like, I'm watching courtside, and he's not even out. It's just fucking funny, dude. Look at that.
This dude runs bad, man.
He's been on a heater. He goes, my first time seeing Jokic in person, 2 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists.
He has been on that heater, and he hit those damn prize picks in the college
yeah.
football, like 50 grand and shit. He has been on a heater.
Mont wants to know if you're a deadhead, Crick.
Oh, absolutely, bro. Absolutely, dude.
I don't think I've heard so much about the Grateful Dead, mainly from Stu Gatz, but I don't think I've ever actually heard any of their music.
What? Oh, bro. Yeah.
Maybe if I heard a song, maybe I have and just didn't realize that that's Grateful Dead music, but I couldn't name a song, couldn't name a beat, a tune, nothing.
Oh man, yeah. I used to be into a lot of psychedelics in my early 20s and stuff, man. So
Used to be, huh?
Used to be. Yeah, I don't mess with the hard stuff anymore, man. I got that all out of my system in my early 20s.
That's why I heard that. Well, that was one of the things in his thing in this book. He's talking about just tripping on acid at a Dead concert.
Dude, I'm telling you that.
Like, I don't remember a damn thing.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful. What's your favorite Dead song? Mine's a Friend of the Devil, man.
Friend of the Devil.
Mm-hmm. Set out running, but I take my time. Friend of the Devil is a friend of mine.
Yeah, take my time. Do.
That's right.
Do.
Right, man.
I nail it.
You know, sure. Yep. Got it.
We got rumors out here.
Just like Jerry Garcia.
Rumors. Cooper Kupp is so Matthew Stafford is expected to reach. He says he wants to play in 2025 because it was a big old Stafford.
Okay,
we're talking about Kupp here. But they were talking about how they can move off. They might trade him. Sounds like Stafford wants money, which is like, yeah. I mean, if you're going to come back and play another year, you're going to want some money.
Well, yeah. You ain't gonna play for freebies.
No. Stuff in LA ain't cheap. It ain't cheap, and you're gonna need some money.
It's probably about to get a lot more expensive too.
Yeah. So he's rumored to come back. Doesn't know for sure if he's going to be on the Rams or not. And but it is expected now that Cooper Kupp will not be on the Rams. I know he kind of fell off a little bit. I felt like I don't know, man. What do you think? Do you think he's over the hill and he's done? Because he's never been like the most talented wide receiver out
Cooper
there.
Kupp?
Yeah, he just has runs a good route and has great hands, but like we're talking speed, size, and all that kind of stuff. Never been the best at any of that stuff. Just a stud at getting open and catching the damn ball, not dropping it. I feel like it's been more injuries, but then again, the Rams know better than us. I'm just saying, I still feel like Cooper Kupp's got something in the tank.
Cooper
For
Kupp's
the right
dead.
price, for the right price,
Cooper Kupp's dead to me.
Okay.
He was a freaking bum when I needed him to come through at the end of the season. When they needed him to come through at the end of the season, he was a freaking bum. It was a good story. Matthew Berry nailed that one a few years ago.
Riding that train high on cocaine.
That's Casey Jones, man. It's another Grateful Dead song, man. You're the only person in this entire situation. You're the only person here with all these people. You're the only one ain't never heard a Grateful Dead song.
Mont says, cool. I'm going to Vegas and to see them in the Sphere for the third time.
Bro.
Rippler truck. Dude, that's cool. I've been waiting. My wife and I are waiting. I don't think we'll know until next month, but we were like, so we're going to Vegas in July, in the middle of July for, I got a work stuff to do, a work conference.
Right.
At the MGM. And we were looking to see who's going to be at the Sphere stuff to go see it, but they only have stuff like 6 months out. So I think we have to wait next month. She was trying to see.
Only have stuff 6 months out. What do you mean? Oh, I got you.
Like that's booked.
They haven't booked it yet. I got you.
Well, they probably have booked it. They just haven't announced it.
Right, I got you.
Yeah, so
That'll be cool though.
hopefully
There'll
there's
be
something
somebody
cool.
in that damn thing.
Somebody, but it's the middle of July. Who wants to go to, like, you know what I mean? Like, not really that popular every time.
It's just really, I mean, Vegas. That heat ain't.
I never
that bad.
understood that. People are like, you can't go to Vegas in the summer. It's miserable. I'm like, you're
I've been to
indoors the whole time,
I was
dude.
gonna say, I've been to Vegas summer plenty of time. Yeah, it's a little rough during the day, but you got damn monorails and everything else driving everywhere. Everything's got air conditioning. You walk out one door and right into the other. As long as you ain't just outside trying to go to the damn Grand
Yeah, I
Canyon
mean,
or
like,
nothing.
who's trying to be outside in Vegas?
Yeah.
No one.
Yeah,
Other than the only time I'm outside in Vegas is at night. You know what I mean? Like, when
right, and it's not bad at night, dude. Even in the summertime when it gets down to damn 85
Is that
or 90
desert? Is that desert cool? Because
yeah, it's dry heat. You can even some nights you can even wear a hoodie and feel comfortable, man.
Yeah, I just walk around naked.
Yeah, that creates a whole different set of problems.
There's the Stafford stuff. He says he wants to play. The Fix the Thing. Get your KC Cheap Heat shirt now.
Yep.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm reminded of this every year now. We were just talking about this the other day. Never forget his bad beat from Super Bowl. What was that 54? Mahomes kneels for minus 15 yards in the last minute and crushes the over 32.5. Here's the thing. I had over 28.5 because I bet it early. And it just steamed up. And I was like, yes, let's go.
You lost
all
all
He landed right on fucking 28.
Lost all of them. Uh-oh. Hey, Brandon. There's old Cheap Pete right there, man. So you don't try to be outside, but free drinks. And one comment later, security makes sure you experience the outside. That's right. That's right, Brandon. What up, Derp?
Derp is here. The Derp is here. Derp is here. Yeah, look at this. I've never seen a kneel down for minus 5 yards. Minus 3 yards. Minus 7 yards, Crick.
That man had 15 yards in kneel down. That is disgusting. That's why
Granted, if I saw Fred Warner across the line from me too, I think I'd take a couple steps back.
The hell yeah. Run at the back of the other end zone. But yeah, no, as soon as I can't even look at Patrick Mahomes props anymore because you've scarred me on this one from years ago.
This guy was about to turn $10 into $8,700. And then the Patrick Mahomes kneel down.
Dude. That's the kind of beats you don't ever get over.
I feel like Patrick's got to send him like an autograph something. You know what I mean?
That's like the game for me a few years, or not a few, been 10, 15 years ago now, where the dude
Look
fumbled
at this parlay, dude. He had the halftime. This must have been Patriots card. He had the halftime tie and then Kansas City Chiefs to win.
And oh my God.
And then he also had Kansas City spread. I don't know why you added that into and how do you add that in? This book is crazy.
I can't even believe they let you add that.
Yeah, well, even the fact that you add that in, it's going to do nothing.
Well, I was gonna say, it doesn't really. Usually, they'll replace the other one that makes your odds higher, and like only give you one of them. So that must be one of them offshores right there.
I don't know what it is, but this guy,
dude, that's
actually he kind of deserves this after doing this shit. You have Kansas City winning 3 different times in your parlay. What are you doing, dude?
That's brutal, dude.
Raiders are expected to try to trade up for a quarterback. Most think it will be Shadur Sanders.
The Raiders?
The Raiders.
Well, they don't have to come off some stuff to get up there. They got a ways to go to get up there.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't really believe these rumors because there's also rumors out there that Russell Wilson might come and play for the Raiders because of Pete Carroll and their relationship.
That worked so well at the end of the career or the end of their time together in Seattle, since that was so good.
I think that's actually the better deal. Because it's a win-win for the Raiders. Either Russell Wilson's going to be terrible, and you're going to get a nice high draft pick to go get Arch Manning or something.
But he's not going to be terrible. He's going to be just good enough to keep you about middle of the road.
Well, then you should roll Gardner Minshew out there.
100%. 100%. That's Gardner's team.
Because Gardner's either going to win you the Super Bowl or get you the number 1 pick in the draft.
That's what I'm saying. I promise you. Because Gardner will keep you in those games, but he'll lose them for you at the end.
That's
what you need if you're the Raiders
right now. Says he might just watch the Puppy Bowl.
What's the Puppy Bowl?
You know the Puppy Bowl? They do it every year.
What is that? Like
the morning before the Super Bowl? They have puppies out there running around doing shit.
Like a dog show? Like they do the things where they lead them through the little tunnels and over the things and whatever?
Yeah. Let me see.
Ooh, Brandon said, I thought the Cowboys should have sent Dak over to the Raiders for picks before re-signing. Sorry, Derp. I ain't.
The Puppy Bowl, dude.
Okay. Hell yeah. Looks like a
Kirk,
party.
we might have to just watch this year, you know?
Okay. It's a party. They do it the morning of the Super Bowl?
Usually, I think it's the morning of. You know, it's a way to get, like, they can turn it on and
I'll turn this up.
women get excited about it and shit like that, right?
No, I'll turn this over to my pup. We'll be hype. Me and him being here chest bumping and everything.
You know what I wish they had? I wish they would do that Nickelodeon slime thing, the little cartoon, like the Simpsons one that they did with the Dallas Cowboys. I wish they would do that for the Super Bowl so I could watch that instead of actually watching the Super Bowl. That way I don't have to see them turn to Taylor Swift every 5 minutes.
Like they did the Toy Story stuff last year and everything too?
Yeah.
I get on board with that.
That's right, B. McCormick. You never.
You know what I want to see, dude? I want to see a football game like that, but I want to see it done like they used to do Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
You got some tickle bitties and you don't know how to swing? Well, I'm here to help you. Next, you want to tuck your right arm and lay your left arm on top of that mommy milker. Bombs away?
Bombs away. And they says
I thought this was funny. Wait, what were you saying?
Brandon said the Puppy Bowl's less rigged than the real thing.
I see. That's the thing. I wouldn't even care if they rigged.
Can I bet it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They wouldn't let me bet the strike derby the other day, and that was bullshit. I would have lost.
Did you see yesterday? This is going to be funny because I think I know the answer, but I will be shocked if this is the opposite of what I'm thinking. Did you see the RFK Jr. Confirmation hearing yesterday?
No.
Okay. So he had his. Do you know who RFK is? Jr. is?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've heard of him.
Okay, he's the nephew of this guy named JFK.
Yeah.
And he's the son of RFK.
Okay, that makes sense. RFK Jr. Yeah. Okay, I'm putting the math, and let me hold on. Carry the one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. He's got this big movement of make America healthy again and whatnot. So
I've heard
Trump has tapped him to be the health secretary, the head health official in the country. So he has to get confirmed by the Senate and whatnot yesterday. I saw this, thought it was funny. The fattest, sick. This is from the Babylon Bee. The fattest, sickest country on Earth is concerned the new health secretary might do something different.
Look at that, bro.
It was good stuff yesterday, though. Listening to them talk about this shit.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's exhilarating.
Yeah, I'm shocked that you didn't see it. Did you see this, Crick? I retweeted this, and I thought of you, and I was gonna tag you in it, but I'm like, nah, I'll just save it for the show in the morning. Did you see this?
Huh?
Volume on this. It says Coyle trade for a puck. So he's trying to trade for a puck, right?
Okay.
So watch. He's teasing him. He gives him a Reese's cup, right?
I was like, no, he ain't gonna take that little boy's puck away from him. That's awesome, dude. Big Charlie Coyle fan now. Let's go.
I didn't know you could do that. I would love to do
For
that.
what, I didn't know they had those little slots like that where you could just hand pucks through. Looking like a drive-through window or something.
Yeah. See?
I'm just saying, what happens if a slap shot? I mean, I see those pucks go
you can
crazy
slide it
places.
close.
That's what I'm saying. What
Like when the action's going, you can slide it close.
Oh, you slide it close. Oh,
Yeah.
I got you. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that part. Okay. I was going to say, because I've seen pucks go crazy spots. There could one find its way through there, and that'd be a bad deal.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool, though. Okay.
B. McCormick, over under 6.5 yellow flags. Robert was talking about that last night. He was like, he was going to ask his buddy at Circa or whatever, and was going to say, hey, you should put some referee props. Like, how many pass interference calls will Patrick Mahomes get and stuff like that, or roughing the passer and shit.
I got you. Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense, Andrew. Okay.
No, that holds for kids to trade candy for a
Trade
puck.
candy for pucks. Fair enough.
We just saw it.
Take your camera, get out of here, bro. That's funny. Yeah, the flags in the game, yeah, over. Over.
You think?
What was Uncle Bob saying? I did not hear it. What was he saying about it?
Shout out to Patriot. He follows us on True Social now. Let's go.
Awesome.
I don't know why it took this long, but thank you. No, he was saying because he was talking about promoting sports picks and putting up, how many props and stuff and picks they put out. Because someone was asking, "Do you just put political bets over there?" And he's like, "Dude, we do political sports, all this stuff." And he was talking. He's got Oscar picks and shit like that up. And then he's saying, sorry, he's saying that. Oh yeah, and by the way, we have props and stuff. And then he went on a tangent, and he's like, "I'm actually going to reach out because he knows some of those guys over there and saying, I'm going to see if they're going to put up any ref props because of the narrative about the refs helping the Chiefs. And they should do some fun props of what would you put the props of Kansas of the Eagles getting the most penalties in the game? Minus 10,000.
You couldn't put it that high. That'd be too obvious.
But you know what I mean? Like they would be a heavy favorite, like minus 600.
I bet you not. You shouldn't bet the Eagles if they offer that. You should bet the Chiefs because they'll wind up skewing it to where the Chiefs have more penalties, but they'll just have the penalties that come to benefit the Chiefs will just happen in like key moments that change the whole tide of the game. So the Eagles
they'll have more penalties, but less yardage, and then also less like key spots.
Yeah,
they'll have a bunch of the 3 of their penalties will be Jawan Taylor false starting like he always does.
That's what I'm saying. The Chiefs may actually have more penalties, but they won't have more impactful penalties.
Jesus, Derp.
What?
Said?
Oh, yeah. No, I ain't getting it all. That's a bad deal, man. That is a bad deal right there. Like I said, I can't understand how that happens. That blows my mind.
You know what blows my mind?
What's that, man? Tell me.
True Social. If you're looking for a great place online for news, discussion, and entertainment, then check out True Social, Donald Trump's social media website. You'll get breaking news stories and commentary from top media figures. If you want to see Trump's legendary True Social posts, then get on True Social today, baby. Join a growing community of patriots on a free speech platform designed to avoid censorship and cancellation by big tech. Make your voice heard. Join the movement. Join True Social today and give us a follow while you're over there at Game On Show. At Game On Show. That is us. Give us a follow. Tag us and stuff. We love to see it. We love to see it. That's True Social. Go join today.
Thank you, President Trump, for fulfilling all of your promises. Thank you, President Trump.
We're on the loop.
American hero right there.
Real American hero.
That's right. All right. What else we got?
Story. Oh, you want to talk about did you want to talk about the title? Is that what you're about to do here?
I mean, why else would Belichick be on the screen?
There's a number of reasons.
Without good players. I don't care who the coach is. It's impossible. You can't win without good players. I found out when I had Taylor and Banks and Harry Carson, Pepper Johnson, Jim Burt, Everson Walls.
See, Bill admits he's a shitty coach unless he's got great players.
Bro, his memory for all the players he had. I was reading this article yesterday, and he names like 20 players. I was like, okay, Bill. Bill appreciates his guys.
All those guys, the Giants, and same thing. When we got good at Cleveland, and then at New England. I mean,
when were they ever good in Cleveland? I think they won a playoff game.
Him and Saban coached together there.
I wouldn't count that as them ever being good.
I wouldn't say it was good, but as good as the Browns have been.
All right.
I mean, it's not great.
Baker has won as many playoff games as the Cleveland Browns as Bill Belichick has. Just saying.
I mean, you notice he didn't name any players from Cleveland.
It's true. Who currently has the hotter girlfriend, Belichick or Brady? Who's Brady's girlfriend?
I was going to say, Tom Brady ain't got no girlfriend.
Does he have a girlfriend? I feel like he would have a new gal every night.
Plural, yeah.
Yeah, just like, hey, honey, you're coming with me to this event, and honey, you're going to come with me to that event, and hey, you over there, you're going to come with me to this one the next night, okay?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's Brady, it's McGinnis, it's Vrabel, it's Brewski, it's Corey Dillon, it's Randy Moss, Troy Brown, Lawyer Malloy, Ty Law, Rodney.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe he left Deion Branch off that list.
And that's the thing you got to be careful when you start naming people like that, bro. You're gonna forget somebody. Yeah, you're gonna forget somebody in that spot.
Notice a name he didn't say. Asante Samuel. Make that catch, and you would have probably been on that list right now.
You probably did. You got mentioned anyway. Maybe not both names. He probably
those
just
are
been
the
like
guys that won the
Asante.
games, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't make any tackles. I didn't make any kicks. That was Vinatieri that made that kick in 4 inches of snow. You got to have good players. And as a coach, you want to give your players a chance to win. You want to put them in a position where if they go out there and play well, they'll have a chance to win. That's what Coach Parcells taught me.
He named Adam Vinatieri and not Asante Samuel.
You got to name Adam Vinatieri. I don't care.
I know, but I'm just saying, think of how history would have been changed had he just caught that damn thing, huh? It's in your hands, man.
Well, yeah.
It was tired.
Uh-huh.
My vagina hurt.
We've seen that a lot lately. Turns out it's been happening all along.
Sorry, the reason why I'm pausing this so everyone doesn't bitch at me on this is because it's on Sirius XM, so I don't know if they'll copyright it or not.
We're going to get so copyrighted today for all this stuff we play. There's a whole show. There's going to be like, nope, done.
Well, we got limited last night. Let me see if they corrected it yet. It had been a couple weeks. I thought, well, man, something must be broken in the algorithm. Oh, look at that. I'm going to get an email later today. So we got limited yesterday. The little yellow thing saying it's not suitable for advertiser. I did the manual review. Sure enough, this morning, wake up, it says, actually, you're good. I'll get an email today saying, hey, actually, your stuff is
what was it?
Appropriate for. So it happens to everyone. Only the biggest and best shows though on YouTube. So I mean, it's kind of a compliment, but
appreciate it.
So we turn on ad revenue, right? So every view we get ad revenue for it. You get like 2 pennies, and
2 more pennies than I had.
Their AI algorithm, something will flag something that we did in the show, and then it will take it. So green means you're good to go, and red is like, oh, we are demonetizing this. You can't make money off this video because you violated some terms. Yellow is like, we think you might have done something, but you can still get ad money off. It's just going to be limited because certain advertisers won't like this, which basically means you're going to make nothing off of it anyways, but you're not like in trouble. We randomly get hit with it all the time, just all the time. And it will be like in the middle of the day, I'll all of a sudden notice, hey, it's yellow. So then I click it and I can have a human look at this and do a manual review. And every single time they approve it and say, actually, no, it's good. And it goes back to green. But by then it's over and done with.
Stupid AI.
Yeah. There's always a way to win. You just got to figure out what it is. And you have to give the players a chance.
They don't name it the Star Trophy. It's named the Lombardi Trophy.
Maybe they should name it the Brady Trophy. He won 7 of them.
You got a good point.
It's a fair
I
point.
didn't see. It wasn't even me that. I mean, I had put this out there years ago, but no one listened to me about it. But then Coach comes out and says it, and now the NFL is going to have to change the trophy.
They ain't never changed the name of that damn trophy.
I think the trophy.
They ain't changing.
I don't even know if it's the NFL that hates Tom Brady. I think it's Roger Goodell. I don't think while Roger Goodell's there, they would ever change the Lombardi Trophy to the Tom Brady.
We hate Roger Goodell, so we'll call it even. He's a bum too.
They should name it the Brady Trophy.
The
man played in like 3 different areas. He has 3 Hall of Fame, arguably 4 Hall of Fame careers.
Lombardi Trophy just has a nice ring to it, bro.
Who is Lombardi? No one knows anymore. He's an old fart.
He's dead, bro.
I know. He gone.
Been gone.
Move on, baby.
Yeah.
This is the Brady era now.
You can tell that it is the slow time of the year. And we have to fill time with stories like this.
What do you mean?
Fake news, bro. Actual footage of Tom and Bill in the janitor closet last night.
No, that was actual footage of Tom in the Lombardi Trophy.
Tom and the Lombardi Trophy, yeah. yeah. 100%. Look, Derp thinks you're wrong, man. Derp thinks Goodell's all about it.
I don't know where you get this idea that Goodell loves Brady. The best moment, I think, in my Patriot fandom was when Goodell had to hand over the Lombardi Trophy to Tom Brady after suspending him for that fake Deflategate shit that season.
Oh, shit. Moving on. We got to have something else.
You don't think it was fake? They didn't find a lick of. There was no evidence. It just said it was more likely than not that something happened.
More likely than not. Okay,
That's what they said. Their investigation. It was more likely than not something happened, and Brady knew about it. So we're going to suspend you 4 games.
They didn't suspend the man without any kind of evidence. He would have fought back on that. He didn't even seem to challenge it too hard.
He did fight back. Do you remember him going to that's where Dave Portnoy and all of them got arrested outside the building for trespassing and shit like that in their Brady gear because he went with the NFLPA. They went to, here's the thing with the NFL. You go and appeal it. Guess who you appeal it to? You appeal it to Roger Goodell. So the guy that handed down.
He's got to appeal it, though. They're always going to appeal that stuff.
Yeah, he appealed it. And guess what? They upheld it. And it was literally, he came out. Tom Brady talks about this. He talked about it in his roast. He goes, they spent $42 million on this investigation or whatever. And that was his joke.
$42 million?
I think it was something like $42 million on this investigation. Maybe it was 25.
Flat footballs?
They spent millions of dollars on.
What do you even spend that on?
How do you not know this?
How do you spend that much money on something like that? What do you have?
They were targeting the man because he was too damn good. So then what do they do? What did they do? In a game where maybe one half of the game there was a little bit of deflated footballs that they won 45-7, that they go, you know what? We're going to investigate you, dude. And we're going to spend $42 million. This was his joke. He goes, they spent $42 million to figure out if I deflated a football or not. And guess what? The results were, it was more likely than not. But there was no hard evidence. And then here was the punchline. He goes, hell, Roger, give me that money and I'll admit to it.
100%. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to spend
I could have saved you a whole lot of money. He goes, you give me a piece of that money and I'll admit I deflated it.
I would have benched myself for the whole season. Holy cow. I just don't even know where you could spend that kind of money. Like, what kind of tests are you having to run and all these things to spend $42 million on that?
All this unreal. 4 games only to have him come back and win the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, worked out well, didn't it, Roger? Dipshit. That's insane to me. $42 million.
If they changed the name to the Brady Trophy, I'll quit watching football together. Why does everyone hate Brady so much?
Maybe we should have spent $42 million on hiring better air traffic controllers. Just saying.
Patrick Mahomes could never do this.
11 years in the league.
He could never do this. First of all, he doesn't got that good at footwork. Look at that footwork. Probably the best footwork I've ever seen in the NFL. You ready for this? You ready for the boom? You ready for the boom?
Yeah. In trouble. Here comes the rush, and here's the hit.
You did that to Patrick Mahomes. You would be.
They would
kicked out of the league.
Like dude said on that hit on Jared Goff. If that shit would have happened to Patrick Mahomes, they would have executed somebody at midfield.
They would have shot him in the head in the 50-yard line in Minecraft.
Yep, in Minecraft. Immediately they would have.
Dude.
Oh my gosh. Unreal.
Here comes the rush, and here's the hit.
I know we keep coming back to this the plane accident, but was that a training thing going on? Is that what they're saying?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
That's what I just seen Brandon. He said, does it take an air traffic controller to tell a heli to not train in front of the runway?
I don't know. I don't think we know yet.
Crazy. God, what a hit, man. How did he? I would have thought he was.
Back when football was football, then they protected Brady. It doesn't look like they really protected him there.
I started to say that looks.
Head off.
I'm starting to say that. I would have thought that man was dead. He just pops up, ready to go. Look at him. Hair a little messed up. He'd be all right. I'm not sure.
Military training. I don't know. We don't know. There's
I'm not sure, Brandon. I don't care what the deal was. That should never happen. God, he got waylaid on that one, bro.
Why?
Hey,
by the way, shout out to the system, baby. Hey, let's talk about this.
Oh, dude.
We tried telling you guys, it is now 12-3 on the season, 9-0 when the Celtics are at home. When the Celtics come off a loss, I'm rooting for the Celtics to lose now.
I want them to lose every night now. Every time they win a game, I just keep rooting for them to lose so we can bet this the next game.
Yes. Yes.
Internet, undefeated, never lost.
So the system, ladies and gentlemen, is when the Boston Celtics lose a game, the next game you bet their opponent's team total under, especially when they're not that good of a basketball team. Definitely bet it under.
Oh, dude. When I seen that yesterday,
they put it at 108. It was 109 by the time I bet it was 108 and a half, and I go, "There's no way."
But dude, when you said 109 and a half, and like because it was a couple hours later when I got my picks out. By the time I got there, dude, it was already down to like 106 and a half.
Yeah,
and I was like,
I was like, "This is stupid."
That's why I took it down to for the folks. I took it down to 104. And I was like, that seems reasonable. But for myself, I went all the way down to a honey bun, 100 and a half. I didn't go to 99 and a half because I was like, they could get to 100, but I don't think they're getting many more than that. The Bulls aren't any good either. That's the thing.
Yeah,
when
you
it's a
bet
team that's not any
the
good.
opponents. So when the Celtics lose, you bet the opponent team total under, especially if it's in the hundreds. Especially if it's in the hundreds, you bet under. And if they're home, it's 12-3 on the season, 9-0 when the Celtics are at home. So cha-ching, cha-ching. There's no way you could have lost this. You could have bet the Celtics on the spread at 14.5. You could have bet the Celtics in the first half. You could have bet the Celtics on the money line. You could have bet the Celtics money line first quarter, first half, and game. It didn't matter.
Yep. Hell, the last game before this, when this system play came through, the total was at 97 and a half. I took it all the way down to 94 and a half, and they scored exactly 94.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, it's a system play, bro. It don't even matter. We're not saying it's going to be 100%, but it's foolish not to bet it and you're leaving value later.
I'm going to say it's 100%.
I'm saying I'm betting it 100% of the time. I promise you that.
Shout out to Porzingis, 34 points, 11 rebounds, 3 steals.
Kristaps.
Have yourself a night, sir.
That's right.
There's some good wins last night in the college basketball.
Ooh,
it is tough to win on the road. So when you see some of these road wins, like Auburn over LSU, that's an impressive win. I know they're ranked number 1, but still, that's not easy.
It's not easy, dude. Go get it.
This one's impressive. Alabama beating Mississippi State. Mississippi State's sneaky good.
I took Alabama on the money line, even money. They were getting 1.5. I took them even money on the money line, and then we had I told y'all, Alabama, you bet the over. You just bet the damn over. You're not going to hit it every time. We lost the last one. We should have got it. They just went on a 4-minute drought where nobody made a shot the other night. But in the Alabama game, you just bet the over and forget it, man, because they're going to shoot 50% of their shots from three-point range, and they're going to get a shot up in the first 7 to 10 seconds of the shot clock every single time, and it's going to create so many extra possessions.
I know this is going to piss you off, but I saw a stat the other day. And good news is it's likely to change, but the Vols, when they play a ranked opponent this season, they're like 19% from three. If you add it all up in those games, they suck.
I told you yesterday.
But it's going to change. You can't be that bad against good teams that long. Eventually, it's going to click for them.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, bro. That's an elite defensive team, and to be an elite defensive team, I got a feeling that about 70% of their damn practice is on the defensive end of the court, and ain't nobody shooting no damn jump shots except Chaz Lanier, I think. And when he goes cold, the whole damn team goes cold. And that's what I'm saying. That team right there is good enough to make it to about the Elite Eight. They're probably going to make it to the Elite Eight. They're going to play some stud team on the other side. They're going to wind up getting a Kentucky or a Duke or somebody that can score, and it's going to be trouble for them. That's what's going to happen to this Tennessee team. That's why they won't win the national championship, because they don't have Chaz Lanier's elite, but he's not consistent enough, man.
Derp, I like the logo there. That's new.
It is pretty cool, man. I like that.
Derpy Entertainment. I like it.
I'll tell you, Coach Nate Oates down there at Alabama, man, got them guys. They're the real deal. Even that game the other night, and I'm drawing a blank on who they just played this past weekend. But Mark Sears didn't play. Who's their top player, been their top player for a couple of years now. He didn't play a damn minute in the second half the other night. They wound up winning the game. Nate Oates said, hell, I wish I could have bet player props, because I wanted to bet him over last night. He had a big game, but Nate Oates is a great coach, man, and he doesn't play the favoritism and stuff like that. Like I said, he benched his best player for the whole second half the other night, and they won the damn game because he thought it was the best opportunity for him. That's what it takes as a coach, man. Can't be afraid.
I apologize, everyone, for getting him on this Vols rant. I apologize.
Well, Thank
you, President Trump, for fulfilling all of your promises.
Yeah, I told you that yesterday. The team's elite defensively, but not elite offensively. Not even great. Not even really good offensively, in my opinion.
I'm kicking myself. I didn't take Texas with the points.
That's a weird one, dude. I looked at that one for just a second and didn't, like I said, that's a weird one. I lost Wisconsin. I had Wisconsin, man, and that was one day. It looked decent for a lot of the game there. Maryland.
Is Houston finally going to do it this year? I feel like they do this every year, where they make us believe, and then we get to the tournament and they shit the bed.
They're going to be similar to that Vols team. They're elite defensively, but when they have an off night shooting, they're going to run into a buzzsaw, and it's going to catch them. That's what happens to them every year too.
And the biggest game of the night, UConn handles DePaul 72-61.
They didn't cover.
They didn't cover, but they handled them.
Good teams win, great teams cover.
Well, that
we need
Brandon
that.
Says, Army confirmed it was a training flight. Helis in that area are normally responsible for senior military personnel transport.
Oh, that could have been bad.
Well, seems like a mistake.
It seems like a big mistake.
Seems like someone fucked up something, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, I went over in the NHL last night.
Dude, imagine if it comes out that the person flying the helicopter was a female pilot.
Oh, let's don't even.
Oh boy, the memes, dude, are going to be so good.
I don't want to root for that.
Listen, some people handle tragedy differently. Some people just need to find a way to laugh at it. Okay, because there's just it's how some people handle it. I'm kind of like on that page, you know.
Yeah.
I'm
one of those.
I know.
You're totally one of those people.
Person.
I didn't say you were a terrible person. I said you're.
I'm saying I am for laughing at this kind of stuff and making jokes, but it's just how I handle it. Okay.
I'm sorry, but this should never happen. Should never happen.
Shouldn't. Tell the people about how you sucked in the NHL while I go warm up the gym.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let me do that. We did suck in the NHL last night. Can't have nothing nice, man. We took the Maple Leafs on a little puck line there, and boy, they got thumped. This thing, Wild went up 2-0 early, and 2-0 in the first period. Scored the second period. Both teams scored one in the third, but the Wild won that one 3-1. Would have been a good little spot for your alt puck line on the Wild. You could have got some plus money on the money line there, but I couldn't understand it. You got Kaprizov, their leading point scorer, who goes out, just got the news that he's going to be out for a month, maybe probably till late February, early March, and they just come out. They looked as good as they've looked in weeks. So I don't know. Don't understand that, but the Maple Leafs let us down last night. Panthers defeat the Kings 3-0. Bird Hunter tried to tell me on this one, man. He was on the Panthers money line and the puck line here, and I told him, I was like, maybe I kind of like the Kings. I said, I like the Kings. I'm just going to stay away from it since you're on the Panthers. Well, I'm glad I did. I should have just told him, man, because they came through, scoring one in the first, scored the second period, had two more in the third to win that thing 3-0. Panthers now defending champs, 30-19-3, 14-9-2 at home. Kings 26-16-6, 11-13-5 on the road. Here's this one, Buku. My dumbass decided to take the Flyers after I told y'all we was going to take the damn Devils, and I did not do it. It was a scoreless first period, but the Devils put up 4 in the second, add one more in the third, win that thing 5-0. Never a doubt for the Devils last night. Flyers now 23-23-6, 11-12-5 on the road. Devils 29-18-6, 15-8-4.
The Devils were having fun out there. They were playing with their food in that second period.
Oh,
I was watching the highlights. It was impressive.
I was going to say, I saw it was 0-0 at the end of the first, and then I next time I checked the score, it was 4-0. And I was like, well, that's a loser. And then we had the over in the Penguins Utah Hockey Club last night, and that did not get there, obviously. It wouldn't even got over the 5.5 for us. We could have took the plus money on the under 5.5. In this one, I went over 6.5 at plus 105, and that was obviously didn't get us there, man. We had 2-2, got to OT. Penguins wound up winning this thing in OT right there. And then Canucks and Preds was the other game last night. And I did wind up hedging out a little bit. I didn't have this on my picks, but I bet it was 0-0 is still in the first period, and I wound up betting Canucks. Even money on the money line. I took a little alt puck line. I think it was like plus 267 or something for the half unit. So that wound up coming through for us to give me a little bit of my money back in the NHL, but it was not a great night on the ice, but these things happen. We made up for it with the NBA and college basketball last night, so we still made us a little change there. But we got a big slate tonight in hockey, man. Big slate tonight. A lot of I was looking at some of these early on. I'll get Crick's picks out for y'all here in a few hours, and then Steps and I will do Pump the Brakes this afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern time. We'll let you know what we're on for the night and all that. But we do have a big slate. Looks like Blackhawks, Hurricanes. First matchup of the night, you got the Hurricanes minus 455 on the money line right here, plus 350 on the money line for Chicago. Buku, you gonna go crazy and bet that damn Blackhawks money line and the Blackhawks alt puck line in this one too? Hell, you can get plus 145 on the Blackhawks plus 1.5 right there. I would not take that, y'all. It feels like it could be, the Hurricanes minus 1.5, minus 175. So we're probably just staying away from that one this evening. Maybe the over. Just we think the Hurricanes are going to go off there, but then the Blackhawks may not score a damn goal. So we better be careful there. Jets at the Bruins. Bruins home dogs in this one, plus 120 on the money line for Boston, minus 142 for Winnipeg. You got a total of 5.5 in this one, minus 112 to the over, minus 108 to the under. I'll have to dive into that one a little bit. We may be leaning Bruins money line there at home. about time for them to pick one up. The Jets have been so hot lately. I feel like law averages, they're going to drop one here, and it feels like it could be a spot to do so. So we'll watch that line a little bit today. Brandon says, can convince me that the Rockets didn't throw the game to let the Warriors back into the finals again when they missed like 21 threes in a row when they were top 3-point team.
You talking about the Chris Paul Rockets? Oh my God! Yeah, I was just listening to someone. Actually, I was listening to a chapter of that Stu Gott's book, just hating on Chris Paul.
Why?
Well, he says every like Russillo and a whole bunch of people, they all throughout his career have just get on their knees and blow Chris Paul and tell you about how good he's supposed to be. But then when it comes crunch time, the guy can never win anything. And then he finally makes it to the finals with the Suns and then shits the bed.
Proofs in the pudding.
Talking about how he's like an all-time great. And he's like, stop it with that. The guy's not an all-time great. He goes, you know what happened? You know what the all-time great point guards do? They win rings.
Yep. Yep. They win. They got trophies in the room. 100%. 100%. Yeah, Derp. I didn't know you didn't already know that, but I thought we said that at the beginning.
Derp, you didn't realize a plane and a helicopter crash.
I started to say, like, what did y'all think was going to happen in that thing, man?
Did you see that explosion that we showed earlier? Of course no one survived.
Well, I'm saying there ain't nothing. You just woke up on the other side in that one.
No more jokes, I guess. Oh.
It's not. I'm not joking. I just can't understand how something like that happens. I just can't. Not in the year 2025 and all the technology and all the different things we have going on. I don't understand how that happens.
I could tell you, but people would
don't get us banned.
Joking.
Yeah, don't get us banned.
They would accuse me of joking.
But it blows my mind. But what else you got, man? We're gonna do pump the brakes this afternoon. We'll go down through all these hockey games. What's up with them Steps and I this afternoon? Yep. See if there's any breaking news over here on ESPN this morning. Anything we need to talk about?
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? These pieces of shits.
What does it say?
Question for you. Look, it's January 29th. We are just 9 days out from a presidential transition, an administrative transition. The FAA administrator resigned at the end of the Biden administration. So there is no permanent confirmed FAA administrator right now. This is going to be a time when there's going to be a lot of public communication and a lot of investigation of what happened here. What do you anticipate this transition period is going to mean for what happens today and tomorrow and in the coming days as we find out what happened here?
Told you they blame Trump. Told you
knew.
Did.
You knew that for 100% fact that was going to happen. And here's the thing. If this happened under a Biden administration, all the righties would have blamed Biden. Whoever's in charge is going to get blamed for this, man. Period.
What up, grass guy? So what up, fellas? Sorry I'm late to the party. No problem, dude. No problem. Hey, thank you. Thank you, by the way. I'm pretty sure that was you that bought a shirt yesterday. Hope you enjoy it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to see you, man. Good morning. Good morning.
Get new merch up yesterday. I'll show everyone. We'll end with this. The merch store's up. You can get your KC Cheap Pete, but I also added some fun Game On Rumble logo stuff here, huh? Little Game On Rumble play button stuff. Get you a nice warm sweatshirt. These sweatshirts are amazing. I freaking love them. I love them. But you can get yourself a beanie, hat, shirt, whatever you want, or if you want some of the other gear, we got other gear down here too. So go check it out. You want to get ready for summertime? Get Suns Out, Guns Out tank top, baby.
Let's go.
That's right.
That's what you need to put. You need to put that in like tiny writing under it. Suns Out, Guns Out.
I can name it whatever I want. So I'll just name it Suns Out, Guns Out Tank.
Suns Out, Guns Out Tank. Let's
Game on, Suns Out, Guns Out Tank. Come on.
I like it. Omega ran it prophylactically.
Oh, God. Oh, boy. All right, Crick. All right, since you've got nothing else for me today, I thought we were trying to give these guys a nice.
We'll give them some more this afternoon, man. We'll give them some more this afternoon when Steppers gets in here. We'll be doing Pump the Brakes right here on the Game On channel at 5 p.m. Eastern time.
I bet you Steps starts to show off by blaming Trump. I guarantee it.
It's all right. We got a remedy for that. Go ahead.
Beamer Courses, I'm planning on making a big order again. Will hit me up on X, please. What do you mean? Have you messaged me?
Thank you, President Trump, for fulfilling all of your promises.
B. McCormick, I don't see that you sent me anything on X. I'm gonna send you a private message right now. It says hi.
Hi.
Literally just sent that.
Yeah, it's totally a bot. It's a bot coming in there. Hi.
See, I'm all into that. I'm like, when I see shit like these things that like Crick is saying that these things should never happen, I start thinking, who in the political sphere wants to distract away from something else? You know what I mean?
What are they doing
now.
while you're looking over here?
Yeah, especially happened in DC when all we have these high profile we have 2 high profile confirmation hearings today.
But all the best magicians in the world live up there in DC. Little sleight of hand action. Watch over here while I'm fucking you in the ass over here.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Sketchy.
We'll find out one day though. We'll find out. Anyways, I guess we should call it, huh, Craig?
I reckon so, man. I reckon so. Like I said, we got another show this afternoon.
We do. We do. We do.
Okay.
We do.
We do. We do. I understand.
Sure.
I didn't know if you was going to have anything else coming with that, or you just.
We do.
Wrap this damn thing up.
I'm tired. I'm so glad it's my Friday. So we'll be back tomorrow, 5 a.m. because I don't work tomorrow. 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But until then,
good luck, good gambling,
and game on.